Alrighty, folks, you know I'm feeling great on a Tuesday morning because we're now 4-0 in our last four underdog tier package picks on my premium site. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in just a moment. But before we get into some more of that, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my NBA free pick video here today for Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. Happy Tuesday to you. Hopefully you're having a great start to your week. Was it Mardi Gras today? I'm pretty sure it's Mardi Gras, right? Fat Tuesday. Of course, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks right here on YouTube since 2016. I'm also 4-0 my last four underdog tier package picks on my premium site. And the good news is I have another underdog tier package pick going off here today. And if you sign up for that membership, you're going to get access to that package every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. The math actually works out to be just 16 cents a day for the underdog package. And the site is patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into some free content. We're going to start off with the Celtics at the Nets, 7:30 Eastern start time. Boston is minus 8.5, totals 228. And the red hot Celtics continue to roll. They're on a 4-game winning streak, and they got the W in 8 out of their last 10. And as dominant as the Celtics are on offense, they've also been really tough to shoot against on defense this year as well. They have the lowest defensive field goal percentage in the entire Eastern Conference. When it comes to second half defense, well, you just can't score on these guys late. They're in the top 5 in the entire league in second half points allowed. Jaylen Brown leads the roster in steals per contest. Derek White has the second most blocks. And they're taking on a Brooklyn squad who lost 3 out of their last 4. And they certainly have a losing record in the Barclays Center. And a big issue for Brooklyn has been offensive play. These guys are in the bottom 5 in the NBA in shooting from the field. Dorian Finney-Smith, he makes just 41% of his field goals. Dennis Smith Jr. shoots only 28% from three-land. Now, injury-wise, Cam Johnson is out. Day'Ron Sharpe is questionable. Meanwhile, for Boston, Tillman and Springer, they are inactive. Kristaps Porzingis is day-to-day with back problems. The under cashed in 6 out of Boston's last 10 ball games. They're also 60% to the under in their in-conference road games. And out of Brooklyn's last 10 contests, the under cashed in 70% of those outings. It can be Boston minus 8.5, under 228. Next game, Thunder Magic, 7:30 Eastern tip-off. Oklahoma City's minus 3, totals 224. Now, OKC's done a nice job against Eastern Conference opponents. They're 14-4 straight up in their out-of-conference ball games. And as good as they are on offense, well, they've been tough on defense as well. OKC's got the third lowest defensive field goal percentage in the entire NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's got the most steals in the organization right now. 5 defensive boards a night. Meanwhile, Chet Holmgren's the club leader in blocks. And they're facing an Orlando squad who struggles getting on the scoreboard. They're in the bottom 5 in the NBA in points per game. When it comes to shooting the 3-ball, well, nobody does it worse. Well, the Magic, they're averaging fewer made 3-pointers a game than any other roster in the league. Now, total-wise, Orlando went 5-2 to the under in their last 7 out-of-conference home games. Meanwhile, OKC saw unders in 5 out of their last 9 themselves. Unders against the likes of Sacramento, Denver, and Minnesota. Give me OKC minus 3, under 224. Next contest, Heat Bucks, 8 o'clock Eastern start time. Milwaukee's minus 9, totals 222.5. And for a team laying nearly double digits, the Bucks have had a tough time covering the number. They failed to cover in 6 out of their last 10. And they have a losing record against the number in the Fiserv Forum. And a lot of the Bucks' problems this season have been on defense. Milwaukee's in the bottom 10 in defensive points per game at home. And they're taking on a Miami squad who's done a nice job covering over the past couple of weeks. The Heat's gone 5-1 against the spread in their last 6, and they're incredibly tough to score against when they travel. Miami's currently allowing fewer points a game on the road than any other roster in the NBA besides one. Jaime Jaquez leads the active roster in steals per game. Bam Adebayo's got the most blocks and boards. When it comes to the injury list, Butler, Rozier, and Richardson are out. Duncan Robinson's questionable. Meanwhile, for the Bucks, Chris Middleton's out with an ankle injury. Now, total-wise, the Bucks have seen plenty of overs in their own building. They're 62% of the over in front of their own fans. And out of their last 10 ball games against Miami, the over cashed in all of them except for one. Matter of fact, the Heat averaged over 118 points per contest during that stretch of meetings I just mentioned. So if you're into historical trends, plenty of overs to go around. And of course, as far as this season's concerned, Miami saw overs recently against the likes of the Magic and Knicks. Give me Miami +9, over 222.5. Next matchup, T-Wolves, Blazers, 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Minnesota's -8, totals 215.5. Now the T-Wolves got the W in 7 out of their last 10. And they're the toughest team to score against in the game. They're allowing fewer points per contest than any other club in the league. And you just can't shoot against these guys. They're currently first in the NBA in defensive field goal percentage. Anthony Edwards currently leads the roster in steals. Rudy Gobert's got the most blocks. And they're facing a Portland squad who's one of the worst offensive teams in the league. These guys score fewer points per contest than any other roster besides Memphis. When it comes to shooting the basketball, they're second to last in field goals made per game. Scoot Henderson makes just 37% of his field goals, 31% shooting from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Jabari Walker, he makes just 27% of his attempts from three-land. When it comes to the injury list, Brogdon, Brown, and Sharp are still out for the Blazers. Jalen Clarkson active for Minnesota. 7 out of the T-Wolves' last 10 outings did fall under the number. And out of their last 10 gatherings with Portland, the under cashed in 60% of those games. Now, the Blazers saw 6 out of their last 10 stay under the total themselves. Give me Minnesota -8, under 215.5. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our next and final free pick for the video. It's going to be in that Pistons-Lakers game, 10:30 p.m. East. The Lakers are -10.5, totals 241 and a hook. Now, the Lakers have done a nice job over the past handful of weeks. They're 6-3 straight up in their last 9, and they play their best basketball in the crit. The Lakers are currently 19-9 in their own building, and they're having little problems getting to the basket. The Lakers are currently in the top 5 in the league in offensive field goal percentage in their own arena. Anthony Davis makes 55% of his field goals, and he ranks second on the roster in points per game. Meanwhile, LeBron James, he's scoring over 25.5 points a night himself. He's drilling nearly 40% of his 3 balls. And they're taking on a Pistons team who struggles playing defense on the road. Detroit's allowing more points a game in their travels than any other roster in the league. And out of 25 contests on the road this year, the Pistons got the W only 4 times. Now, injury-wise, Fournier and Flynn are questionable. Stewart and Grimes are out. Meanwhile, for the Lakers on the other side, Vanderbilt, Reddish, Vincent, and Christie, they're all out for them. When it comes to the total, 7 out of the Lakers' last 10 ball games all got over. The Pistons are currently 72% to the over as the road team. Give me the Lakers -10.5, over 241 and a hook. And with that, folks, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Give me the Celtics -8.5, under 228. Thunder -3, under 224. Miami Heat +9, over 222.5. I'm 4-0. My last 4 underdog tier package picks on my premium site. The link is in my bio. Minnesota -8, under 215.5. With my next and final free pick, give me the Lakers -10.5, over 241 and a hook. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium site. Now, if you do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks that Chairman Package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's going to be included with your purchase. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site at patreon.com/BrockPage.